Right, welcome everybody. Hope you're well. Hopefully you can hear us. Can you hear us? Just give us a test. Yes, you can hear us. You can hear it on TikTok. For some reason, TikTok decided to, well, I was going to say the vertical stream has decided not to push out any starting music, which is a little bit weird. Good evening, Simon. Simon, to save me typing something later, thank you very much for joining the Patreon. Much appreciate that. Thank you very much. I will probably drop you a note anyway, but big thanks for that. Was that pure? Was that just to get access to the video? Oh, it's almost like I'm turning into a salesman. Doing things like pushing the Patreon, which I haven't pushed for ages and ages. Maybe. But anyways, thank you very much for that, Simon. I do appreciate it. Good evening, Andrew, and good morning, Jen. Salesman me? Never. Exactly, Andrew. There is no way I am a salesman. It goes against the grain for me. I'm not very good at it. But I thought I'm going to put more behind the paywall, basically. I'm going to put more on Patreon because it's like, because that thing on Patreon as well. Some things I can, hi Serge, how are you doing? Some things it's like a certain type where people, a certain site that people do things on that are probably young and pretty and that type of thing, and some that aren't, but you can like buy an entire post. So Patreon lets you do that. So as an experiment, I made the monthly wallpapers available to buy, and somebody did. So it's like, hey, quite like that. So yes, I think there will be more stuff going on Patreon in the coming weeks behind the paywall, because Andy needs the money. No, I will always appreciate everybody that chips in, no matter where it is. It's always going to be affordable as well, so it's always going to be good that way. I'm never going to rip you off, that's for certain. Everything just like, was it transactions? That's what they go for, isn't it? So, but yes, trying to expand the Patreon a little bit more, because we've had one or two drop out. So Andy needs his monthly income. Andy has bills to pay. Hi Fire, how are you? You're up early because you were like up very late last night or this morning. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Hi Sergio, how are you? How's everybody today? It's all kicking off. It's all busy. We've even got two people. I was going to say we've even got two people watching on TikTok, but one's my alt account and the other's Jen. So hope you're good, everybody. Not that early. Everybody was up very late. Well, for your time, it was up very late. Yeah, well, I mean, Ree had a fantastic time on her stream. Yes. By the way, if anybody out there loves a bit of ASMR, one, follow Fireside Chats, and two, go follow Serene. There's two E's in it. Serene ASMR as well. Both wonderful people. Do support them. But yeah. Were you out as late as well, Andrew? Because you probably read that I was out till 3:30 photographing. It was crazy. But yes, if anybody wants to join the Patreon, you can watch the behind the scenes video that I shot. It was a lot of fun, and Andy did a lot of swearing, which is why I can't really put. Not that late, all right. Which is why I can't really put put the video on YouTube, because I'd have to cut out quite a bit of swearing. So it's good fun. But yeah, a fantastic night. I am going to do a blog post. It is currently kind of written, and I've got all the pictures picked out too. Yes. The word bonkers was used a lot as well, Simon. Yeah, but there is a blog post coming, which I will have, I was going to say loads of images. I think I picked out like 50 odd. So lots of green in the sky, and pink in the sky, and red in the sky as well. But it was a fantastic night. I mean, I left the house at 8 o'clock, and I was going to go straight down to the coast. And my neighbour said, "Oh, I'm on the top of the hill." So I went to hang out with them for a bit. Made sure they could take the photos of the green stuff in the sky. And I ended up staying in the village till about 10:30. And then went down to the coast when it had died back a bit, and waited for it to come away again. It was great. So it was up very late. Met a couple of people out and about. One guy I ran into, he'd driven up from Gosforth, so he must have set off pretty quickly to wander along to the castle, Dunstanburgh Castle. It was great, lovely stuff. I was ecstatic. Yes. It was the most fun I've had in a long time with my clothes on. It was great. To be honest, it was comparable to the storm in May, which was good, which was, amazing. But I've said all along that when you see the aurora, when they're like photographing it in Norway and places like that, when you're looking directly up and you can see all the curves and the curtain and above you, like directly above you, I'd always wanted to see that and photograph it. But I thought I would have to go to Norway, like high up in Norway, to be able to do that, or Iceland or whatever. And I've shot it from the village, effectively the village twice this year. So it was really good. But yeah, it was just outstanding. Lucky to have got 2 clear nights for that one in May, and then the one the other day as well. It was brilliant. Just loved it. I get all excited and giddy when things like that happen. Just really, really good fun. Yeah, you get to see all the pictures, Jen. To be honest, I don't know. Peter saw them. I mean, he's in Maine, which is quite far north. Peter saw them. Did you go? You'll have gone out to see them, Simon, didn't you? Andrew, I hope you don't include my images in that category. It's but yeah, it was good to see. Good to be. I mean, it was a bit chilly for being out there for 7 hours, but it was fun. I had to scrape frost off the windscreen when I left the village. 10:30. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, luckily enough, I had the opportunity to do whatever I wanted, stay out as long as I wanted. I was still out of bed. For all I didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock, I still had to get up at 7:30 as usual. No rest for the wait. Did I get a chance to have a nap in the afternoon? I think it might have been Saturday. I think Saturday I ended up heading for bed at about after lunch till about so. What night was it? Was it Friday night or was it Thursday night? But anyway, Saturday, had my lunch, took the dog out, went to lie down on the bed, and next thing I know, it's tea time. It's time to get up. I was shattered, absolutely shattered. Thursday and Friday, unless it was Sunday after I'd been to see my sister and the family. I don't know. Oh well, Andrew, I will be posting the link to the blog post once it's finished, all over the place, so you'll not be able to miss it. And obviously in that blog post, there will be a link to the Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon for the best behind-the-scenes video. Remember, you can join the Patreon for as little as £3.50. So, all good fun. All good fun. You shall force yourself. They are very good. I don't know what I see. I mean, even like other very talented photographers, I see it. Like I've seen some stuff this week, and the colours are so out of whack. It's like, what colour balance are you using? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like mine. To be honest, I mean, some of mine are. There's one in particular I really, really, really like, and I think I might get it printed. I like it that much. As a little preview, I could show you a little preview. That'd be great on TikTok because the screen's small. Preview. Let me see where it is. That one, isn't that one? It's this one. Screen tuition. That one. This one. I think this one's my favourite of the night. Right. I did the upside down boat sheds at Lindisfarne, but it had died back quite a bit by then. And then then my battery ran out. I drove all the way up to Lindisfarne for about 8 images. So, but yeah, it was great. Really, really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, I think that's my favourite one. Because you're just trying to get, like just the sense of the height. Because it was 360 degrees. Looking right the way around it. What am I looking for? It was when the Reds kicked off. And we're looking directly up. And it was just mad. Just very vivid and out of the curvy. But like this is the kind of stuff I've always wanted to photograph. This curvy stuff. When you're looking straight up. But offer me, yeah, exactly, Andrew. I mean, to be honest, where is it? That's facing south. That's looking directly south towards Craster. Yeah, and that, to be honest, Serge, that's the other thing, that it was that bright. It was that bright that night that some of the images I've shot for as little as 8 seconds. I mean, the ISO here is 1000. I shot some at ISO 640. And usually when I'm out when I've photographed Aurora before, it's been like 20, 25 seconds, ISO 2500. So that just shows you how bright it actually was. It was, it's just really light. I mean, you could see what you were doing. You didn't really need to get a torch out to see what was going on. So I could adjust settings on the camera without having to switch the torch on, because there was that much light in the sky. Marvelous time we had. Marvelous. Yeah. I think that one is my favorite. Just getting to look out to sea directly. With nothing getting in the way. But yeah, I shot a little time lapse as well with this kind of data, which was cool. Really good, really good. So yeah, it's been fun. What a fun week. I just look. I'm desperate for a haircut, and the beard needs a trim as well. I've got to get it long, let it go along like last time. Always gets a little. Yours is well long. I'm only jealous because you can actually grow yours. Mine just comes out the side. Or did OBS drop out there? Did something stop? But yeah, right. Okay, so we are. It did. All right. As long as we're back on now. Is Twitch all right? Is Surge still there? Surge must be still there. It's on about hair. There's nothing wrong with the long hair, Surge. Because we know you're blessed with long hair as well. Some of us aren't, though. Yeah, okay, we're all good there. And I'm guessing TikTok is because I'm watching myself on my old account. Right, so for tonight, we are heading back to Brighton because I've already edited all the Aurora images. So what I was thinking of... That was Jen. Oh, yeah, that was Jen. I must admit, I haven't got me speakers tuned in because since I had to do different stuff to get TikTok coming through, I can't actually listen to the stream unless I put my headphones on. And I ain't wearing headphones. So I was just happened to catch the Obi-Wan there in the corner of my eye. So yeah, so then today we'll try something with the West Pier because I think this is going to be tricky. So I don't know if it's something big like this. Obviously, I didn't shoot enough bloody images of it. So it's going to be tricky to get something from it. And it's not my usual kind of, obviously it's not my usual kind of stuff. So there is quite a bit of detail in here, you can see. There's some potential there. So I don't know whether to go distant like this or something closer in. I did vary it, but I didn't, because I was teaching, I didn't shoot enough. It is a former pier, Serge. It's a pier that I believe many years ago a ship crashed into it. And then it eventually burned down. I think it had been disconnected from the land for quite a while, and then it mysteriously burst into flames. So, and now it is just it's an often photographed thing in the landscape at Brighton. So landscape photographers will go here. People that want to do fun things in Brighton, they'll go to the pier that still works. But landscape photographers will go here in all weathers because it's such an iconic shot. If I go back to the day before, I've got something closer to the iconic. So you can see it's just a massive mangled steel and iron or whatever the hell it is. So yeah, if you search the West Pier, Brighton, in any like in photography circles, you will get stuff like this. I mean, to me, this is straight out of camera. This is pretty decent for me. I'll do something with it eventually. But it's a landscape photographer's mecca, really. Just a very cool location. So anyways, if we go back up to this end and have a second appraisal of these images. Right, skip most of these. Yes, let's just get past all these because they're all rubbish. The better stuff came a little bit later. This is the right day, isn't it? Yes. About here. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I'm going to do close in stuff. I think maybe this kind of distance. So that one's going to be ticked already. That one's pretty nice. That one zoomed out a little bit more. Right, so if we go with... zoomed out quite a bit. So if we go for that one, I was going to say, I am on screen, aren't I? Built 1866. Excellent. I'm not sure if these are going to line up. 32 mil. 32 mil. Oh, they all are. Oh, well, colour me surprised. Right. Right, we all are still... YouTube is still working, isn't it? Chat seems to have slowed down. I go with... So let's just go with this one. Develop. ...2003 was it burned down. Well, somebody said that a ship had crashed into it, or a boat had crashed into it. Ooh. Have a look. I think I'm gonna change my profile picture to the Aurora picture that I put of me that I put on the Discord the other day. I think that's going to be the new profile picture for a little while. People are still well, after a while, people will not be that bothered about it anyway. Right, okay, so it's cleaned up. Naughty Well, she's got a new name. I did spot that earlier today when I was scrolling. How are you? Well, the profile picture, Jen. Yeah. If it doesn't become my main profile picture, it's definitely going on my About Me section. On the website, eventually. When I eventually get round to doing something with it. Right, color balance. We get that green, not water green. Go for a blue image again this week. Right, and I think what we're going to do today. Yeah, open up the shadows. We're going to make a play for the highlights, so we don't need to do much to them. Yeah, we do a lot of red. Did we do red last week? Or was that an edit I did after? Because I did an edit. I think I did a TikTok stream. It might have been a Twitch stream as well. After last Tuesday, and it turned out I went very red in the end. I went for the inverted everything, and it ended up going red, as it usually does. Less detail, more detail. Or rather, not detail, more hairs, I should say. We're just going to plash it together and see what happens anyway. So if I think that's as damned as near as we need to do anything with it. So we'll sync these settings. Open those layers in. Oh, I haven't opened Photoshop. Oh, for God's sake. We'll be here a while. I apologise. I thought I'd opened Photoshop earlier. Has anybody updated Photoshop and Lightroom yet this week? I'll say everything. Was it yesterday everything got updated? Because it's Adobe Max this week. So I did notice that Lightroom has like nothing new. Apart from like changing the catalogues. Oh yes, Jen. But I think, to be honest, it sounds like they're going to push everybody to what they're calling Lightroom, what you might call it, desktop and mobile. Good evening, Alan. How are you? Hope you're well, mate. I see you went out and got the comet last night. Very good. I'm kind of hoping the clouds are going to disappear in the next week, so I get a chance to see it. But yes, there's like I think all the Adobe stuff's been updated, so we'll see how. But there was no way I was going to update and then come straight onto here without testing it. So I might update tomorrow. That might be tomorrow's job. Yeah. I did see a deal the other day for the whole lot, for like if you paid for it like the year in advance. I'm sure it was like 200 quid instead of whatever it is, 500 and something. But the other thing, the sneaky little shits that they are, I was for some reason I was on the Adobe page. I can't remember why. I think I was looking to see what had actually been updated, and I was looking at the photo package, like the photo only package. I had like one for like $9.98, another one for $19.98, and on another page they had the same thing for $9.98, and I'm like, what are they doing? I know you can get like a mother package with more cloud storage, but we don't do cloud. No, but it wasn't Surge, because they were like, what they had was one package for $9.98 that was like, it didn't have Lightroom Classic. It was like only Lightroom. And then there was one for, then alongside there was one for $19.98 that had Lightroom and Photoshop. And then on a completely different page, it had Lightroom and Photoshop for $9.98. I was like, what's going on? Well, I don't need the cloud. I don't need the cloud bullshit. I just want the because everything will be local anyway. I hate Adobe. Bastards. I need to remember. I need to remember to cancel my Zoom subscription as well. I used it once when I was in Scotland last year. Stupidly. I was like, I'll just load the new Lightroom onto the laptop and I'll use that for the week. Well, it was before they'd done the thing where you can actually edit them locally, so I had to upload all the pictures to the bloody cloud. It's like, oh fucking hell, what a stupid system. But yeah, you can store, you can edit them from local stuff. It should have been like that automatically. If they wanted to update Lightroom, why go cloud-based? Because everybody would have to be linked into the internet. Yeah. Which, to be honest, Jen, that's quite, I like having unlimited data. It's quite common over here. So, like everything in the US, it'll be quite restrictive. Because I'm on well, they say it's unlimited, but if you take the piss, they'll clobber you. Is it Surge? No, but also my mobile, I've got unlimited data on that. Just a 4G, like. But to be honest, I only use about my phone. I only use like 2 gig a month. That's it. Yeah. Right, what am I going to do with this? There's going to be partially a darkened image and partially a lightened image. So if we go lighten, we'll get some of this swirly stuff. Yeah. Right. Are we all still on? Yeah, we all still online. Right. So I'm thinking darken blend mode. Right. I'm just going to go to multiply and then we'll get these kind of lined up. Otherwise, it's going to be bloody bedtime before I finish. Right. Right, and Andy, how are we going to do this? This is where the brain starts melting. Like Oriental script. Maybe just have that one slightly out of kilter. This one's the one that gives everything the definition. Yeah. Yeah. You're right there, Andrew. You're right there. Right, okay, so I think what I'm going to do with this, because we've got this bit now, I'm going to just do a stamp layer. Hide this, do this as a lighten blend mode. And then wonder how the hell I'm going to retain all these splashy. No, I don't really need the splashy stuff, just this curvy shit over here. Mm-hmm. Right, okay, so we have this, and if we... Wait, how am I going to do this? Brain engage, Andy. Thanks, KB. Appreciate that. Yeah, they turned out quite nice. Turned out quite nice. It was some display on show, that was for certain. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Yeah, well, Andrew's the only one chatting, really. Serge, you're the only one chatting on Twitch. And obviously TikTok doesn't come into the big screen. No. Yeah, the Serge, like the TikTok chat at the minute does not come into the big screen. But YouTube and Twitch does go on the big screen. So it's mainly the TikTok people that are losing out. Might have been, Andrew. Might have been. Right, what am I going to do? Select subject. Let's see you do this then, motherfucker. Right, so it's had a go. Not really bad. Hi Yogi, how are you doing? You know where that is? That's in your part of the country, isn't it? You're one of them southerners. You'll know how popular this area is. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scroll in a little bit, and I'm thinking I'm underneath this cloud. I'm going to make that a bit darker. So I'm going to do that using the paint bucket, not the paint bucket, paintbrush. So if we have that at a 50% opacity, blue is about 50% as well. And then I can paint this in along the back here. Ish. Never been to Brighton, but it's iconic. Well, you still know where it is. I've only just been. But I'm one of them northern heathens. Sorry. Messages. Yes, it's an iconic structure. Actually thought this would darken out a bit more, but it hasn't. I'm just a bit more concerned about the lines. So I'll go across there. That wipes them out. Let's not do that. Rid of that line. Oh, there's another one coming there. Never mind. I quite like that curve staying in. That's pretty gnarly. Right, I need to paint in a little bit more black. So let's flick them over. Just get some more of these highlights to come back a little bit. Without it interfering with that too much. I think that looks pretty decent. Where's Yogi based? He's down south. That's all I know. Yogi, where are you again? You're in the south. You know, Somerset or something like that, do I remember? Hampshire. Ah, yeah, it's definitely down south. Somerset, I was thinking Somerset, Southampton. Southampton's in Hampshire, isn't it? I think. It is just. I don't know, it's all everything. Once you get past Newcastle, I'm like, yeah, doesn't really matter anymore. I need to flick that back because I can see the join now. Yeah, that's better. To be honest, I couldn't really show you what the boundaries were. It all gets very confusing once you get round about the London area. Well, for me anyway. The chop the edge of that off there. I'll do that now before I get too ingrained in this image. Right, so far foreground. I want a bit of curves action in that as well. It's all cafes and charity shops. It sounds like Anik. Good God, Anik's like that these days. Yeah, I think we might be a bit restricted on what we can do with the sky surge. But you never know what'll happen when we turn it upside down. But yeah, I mean, had this area been darker, had it not been such a sunny day, we'd be in a better off place. Actually, I think, did I want to go as dark as that on there? I don't know. So really, I was trying to enhance the foreground. That's the wrong way around. One day I'll remember which one's which. Oh no, it's a while, I remember. I'm going to be, well, the intention is, I'm going to be co-leading another workshop up here in next year. Good evening, Paul. How are you? Are you well? Did you go out photographing the aurora the other night? Because if you didn't, why not? You were in the perfect place. Okay. Turn it red. None of this blue bullshit. Let's turn it red. Only joking. Or am I? Nah. Let's stick a little bit nearer to reality, should we, this week? Yeah, I think colour-wise, I think we're on a winner. Yeah, will do, Paul. Yeah. I'm doing a blog post, so you'll be inundated with mine. And if you haven't been on Patreon yet, I did a behind the scenes video which went on there today with a load of images as part of it. Because it was dark and you couldn't see the video. But you get to see me swearing a lot. Right, let's see what comes of this. Stick into Analog Effects Pro and see what happens. I think this one might be a... I'm hoping it'll be a simple, straightforward thing. Yeah. To be honest, I mean that Osmo Pocket 3 is good, and it does have a like a low light mode, but it was I took some stills on it as well, and the stills came out brighter than what the video did. So that was a little bit frustrating. If the video had been as bright as what the stills were, it would be the video would have been even better. So I was slightly annoyed at that. But like later on, when it was really, really light, or bright, I should say, then that you could really see it a lot better. But yeah, I was a little bit frustrated that it was a little bit dark. But we can't win them all. Still laugh at the bit that's, I think it's in the preview video where my neighbour's like, what did my neighbour say? Oh, we're talking obviously off screen about the vlog and the Osmo Pocket. He was like, how's it do that? I'm like, I don't know. Couldn't even enunciate words. It's typical me. All right, do we go for something subtle like this? Something painterly? Something watercolory? I'll turn this upside down, or the right way around. Will we get more to play with? Damn it. Oh, for God's sake. So, what's the balance on this? Exposure, close it down, and then fade is quite. What happened there? What was that? Because that wasn't on, maybe. Nah. Hiya, Peter. How are you? Where have you been? Were you out late photographing your aura the other night as well? Is that why you were tired and sleeping? I think maybe like in this edit, just kind of ignore the splashy stuff here. But just for something simple and sketchy paint book kind of thing, I think maybe this will. We'll see you shortly, Twitch. Twitch is offered for an ad break. Just for something simple and painterly, I think this might do as a version without thinking about it too much. Where my voice has gone today. Yogi, nice one. Oh, Peter can read the chat there. Right, so let's go for another one. Poor Peter. Oh, this one looks colder. This one looks how I felt on Thursday night. Or something like that. So we do get the curve in. And then change some settings. That is again quite a fadey kind of one. You like the cool look? Yeah. It is a ruined pier, Peter. It's the ruined West Pier in Brighton. Lens vignettes. Yeah, that can actually stay there. Have that there, and then we get the curve, and then that just washes out into nothing. Yay! You know how useful a lens vignette is when you use it for a creative means or a problem to solve a problem. Look how powerful it is. Thanks for the likes, Pink Penguin, and for the follow. Thank you very much. We are up to 259 followers on TikTok. If anybody out there's got a TikTok account, make sure you're following us for more photo editing content and a load of gaming content as well. Because I can't photo edit all the time. That would require me having to leave the house more often. And we don't want to do that, do we? Right, I think that one looks pretty decent. Excuse me. All that fizzy drink is probably not a sensible thing to have before stream. Just leave it alone, Andy. We can figure it out later. Right, any other options here that might be quite good? One thing about feeding blue into these things is all the tones I get back from my presets are all a bit on the naff side. And because of the type of structure it is as well, it's not being conducive to my usual stuff. Right, okay. Apply. It is harder to stream if I leave the house, Jen. Definitely. But eventually I would run out of stuff to edit. So that's why I have to play games. The only thing is that since the update to Mana Lords, when I've been streaming it, it's slowed it down to a crawl. And I don't know why. Oh, were you in Paris for that? Were you, Serge? Nice. Was it good, impressive stuff on show? Was it good? Any big wigs there? Any famous names on walls or being displayed or that kind of stuff? Do I? Now we're talking. Now we're going. 2.5 gig already. Human saturation. Pink Penguin, what did you gift something? Came up, got the #1 gifting badge. What was that? Or was that just for interacting? I don't know. Was that for just likes? Who knows? This is a bit mad. I like it. Sigma 60 to 600. Ouch, Serge. Ouch. Is what I'll say to that. Right, what we're going to do here then, guys. I didn't realise there's a line across there. I'll have to remember that when we edit later. Adjustments, color bonds. And if we go to the, does this let you select them or not? No, it doesn't. Blues, cyans, whatever, whichever way you want to pronounce that. It's in that corner, so that's not doing a lot. Just back a bit. So that's blues. Will that be? Yeah, that's that one. Some weird green. Or actual blue. We'll try that. Shop's a shadow minister. Oh my lord. Yeah, 60 to 600. I mean, the Sigma stuff's better than what it used to be. Thinking back to my Sigma that I had. I've still got it. I'm saying that I had. It was a 125 to 400? It was horrible. Did the job, but it was horrible. Right, let's stick this through, see what happens. How many likes we got? 300. Remember, everybody on YouTube as well, remember to like the stream. If you're on Twitch, if you've got a Prime sub, You can sub on Prime. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Sigma Art lenses look fantastic. Thank you, Simon. Appreciate that. 14 to 600. That can't be possible, Paul. Surely. Surely that can't be possible. Yeah. It's not April the 1st, Paul. I don't know what to do here. Or rather, I don't know what I'm doing. It's probably closer to the reality. And that's maybe better. But I don't know. Yeah, it would have to. Do I like that? Actually, there's something about that. Not as big as it's going. Ooh. If I move this across. No, hold on a minute. Oh, TikTok, I am still here. There is something about that. I don't know what. It'd be great if it would expand a little bit further. Quite like that line there. This is bonkers and it's just getting better. I'm just going to remember which preset did I use there? That one. Dunstan Press Sunset. I quite like that. Just about there. Right, lens vignette. Probably don't need it, actually. Nah. Do without it. We'll leave that like that. Right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back in and move that around a little bit more. I quite like that. Might be the red. Yeah, red makes everything better. It's just so much easier. to work with. Turn everything red. We're all right. And Serge, it's harder to print. It's harder to get that red, the correct red, when you're printing. It's a nightmare. Yes, same with me, Andrew. I didn't try any ICM Aurora stuff. No, Peter. I did many years ago where I think we had a run of like 5 nights in a row. I think it was Christmas one year. We had Aurora 5 nights in a row. And by like night 4, I was just bored of it. So I did some ICM. But I've never tried it since. But to be honest, I was more concerned about capturing it on on Thursday night. Did you get some good stuff your way, Peter? Because I did see you'd posted something on Facebook about it. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Maybe. How's things? How's work? How's Italy? Is all still standing? Been watching anything good recently? You know, for a fact, I haven't. Right, okay, let's go back into this. Did it press it? Is it? Warm, lucky you. It's bloody freezing. I've had to jettison the shorts. All right. Alan posted a picture of it on Instagram. Who's usually in here? I mean, he did pop into the TikTok earlier. He photographed it at Bamborough. And I did see somebody else had photographed it. It's vivid. It's somewhere else in the northeast. I know the shorts have gone for the time being. It's meant to get warmer this tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, I think. It's meant to get back into the mid-teens here. So that's the one I wanted. Yes, the shorts have gone. Sad. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna, as long as we get like clear skies, we'll see the comet for another 2 weeks, I think. Oh, you could have been you could have been down a barn there, Peter. Where did I have it before where it looked quite decent and I was going to come back into here? God damn it. There was somewhere else on the picture where I was dragging it across and I thought, oh, it looks pretty good. Where might it be? I mean, to be honest, that's not bad. But it's all red. You know, a bit of variation. me just go on that intersecting there a little bit. I think. Do I? Go for something bonkers like that. Or was it just where the bottom splashes? The these splashes were. Was that what I liked originally? Is that what I was coming back in for? I can't bloody remember now. Compositionally wise, this doesn't really work this time. Well, and he's the weird one. Okay, Peter. Okay. I could have a lens vignette on, but have this over here. It's very dark up here, though. That's the only thing. Where's that one? I think in post, I think probably crop in along the bottom here. I don't know. Maybe chop in about here. I'm thinking. I can't find that original composition, I thought. No worries, Jen. Have a good day. Thank you for hopping by. I know it's so much more restrictive now that you have work. God, imagine having jobs. You're very welcome, Jen. We'll see you soon. Andrew and Peter, what are you on about? Oh, that's it. I just need to read further up the thing. Like a Bond movie. Okay. Not quite what I was going for, but you know. What if we mix them together? What happens then, people? We go down an even darker rabbit hole. More rabbit holes. No, it's not. Right. Not sure how that version works. I don't know. I think it might be like that one better. John, check out a new job. Yuck. Exactly. Imagine getting a job in this economy. Yeah. You lot all go get jobs, because I need money. Right, it's 2.7 gig. This is going to blow the system up. So, do I just get shot of all this? Yeah. 1.1 gig. There you go. That'll be better. Right, if I just save file C. Has anybody got anything good coming up this week? Hold on a minute. Just need to stand up. Yeah. My chair's got to the point that it's not holding its gas anymore. I'm gradually going. No wonder why I got really stiff legs. Yes, anything good coming up this week? Be faster. That is going the right place. September the 28th. I think that should be right. Yes, it will be. It better be. Somebody followed on TikTok. Yet our numbers are still the same. They probably clicked the button by mistake. Oh, that's not good, Serge. Well, I hope you feel better soon, sir. Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, you don't want to be doing things like that too often, Andrew. Not by a long shot. Yep. And file. I can't even be bothered to flatten them this week. I'm just going to save them full depth. I don't have a pump. Yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago. Our heating engineer says, "Yeah, your oil tank might be getting to the verge of having a bit too much water in it." It's like, if you can just like pump it out. I'm like, yeah, okay. So, like I say, that was 2 years ago. And I've been meaning to get a thingy ever since. Did I not keep the original version of this? Rip. How far back can I go? Yay! It's all there. Right, if I save that version, then we'll have... Okay. Now I can get rid of that stuff. File, save as. 5-4. So do I, Peter. But funnily enough, some of us turned it black and inverted it. But yes, like straight out of the box, I think, to be honest, this is one of the few times straight out of the, I'm saying straight out of the box, this simplified edit, I think probably works better than the elaborate stuff we've just been through. Yeah, that'll take some shifting that smell, Andrew. Right, library. Okay. We're rolling there. Right, so this, yeah, this was the version. All right. So yes, we have that splashy bit. I think just a bit of a simple crop I should do. I'm wondering if we come in about there. Can we add a little drama to that? A bit like that. Might kind of be all right. Onto this one, we're just going for like a watercolory, sketchy type of thing. So better have a wallpaper option that does not include Aurora, because that's what you're going to get this in November. I think that might do quite nicely. Just something simple, little simple crop, and then this one I think I would kind of again cutting into this side. I'm thinking this one might go to 4x5. About there. What do you think? A bit more contrast. Just a little bit blue. Oh, the banter between you two is always good. But Peter, if you haven't seen the Patreon update today, there's a video of me swearing a lot. Right, I think again this one might be a 5x4 croft. In by about there. I'm just trying to keep it in there. Or maybe it's a 3x2. I think that's a bit of balance. It's a bit more of a frame around it. Dark along here, dark along here. There's no brighter bits interfering. Right, and then this one, I think maybe do crop off there. But leave the rest of it full width. Oh dear Lord. Right, 3x2. And if we just crop into there. There. Lovely, lovely. Like here. Yeah, maybe a drop of contrast. Interesting. That's one way to think about it. This bit up here, yeah, I think it makes it. I think it makes it. I'm more attracted by this streak of red here. that overlays everything. For me, that's more attractive. But yes, having that up there is very good. Is very, very good. So yeah, that one's turned out canny. This one's maybe it's too messy in this kind of area. If I could have been bothered, I would have taken it off by there. You know, bit messy up here. This one works quite nicely. It's a bit monotoned. It's like they're just the one shade of blue. But yeah, it does show off the streaks. And next one, again, like I said, just aiming for like a watercolor wash type of effect. Kind of works. And then this one was the base image, which I think is fine. Just wondering if there's any lines up here we can see. I don't think so. So just a straight combination shot. Now looking around, you can see all the shimmering stuff. When you look close, these aren't great, but hey ho. What you gonna do? The yellow one's nice. Yeah, it's nice and simple. Maybe as if this one was a bit more washed out. I don't know. Curve. If this was flatter, but brighter. Nah. Nah, maybe not. I don't know. It's just a bit monotone for me, for my liking. But we like nut. We do like nut stuff though, so I think this one's kind of turned out all right. All right in the night. Yeah, nice little abstract, nice and simple. Would have been bonkers. Yes, bonkers and lots of swearing. Yeah, if you really want help with that, Peter, I'm sure there'll be people that would help you with it. So, all good fun. Anyways, I think that will do for the editing tonight. And it's 9 o'clock as well. Perfect timing. That's good. So yeah. All right then. I think that will do. Thank you very, very much for hanging out this evening. Thank you everybody for dropping in wherever you've dropped in on. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, etc. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all hanging out. You read. I don't know how you continentals can eat so late. If I haven't finished eating my evening meal, but like by 5:30, I'm like the entire evening is spoilt. Thanks, Paul. Thanks. Well, yeah. But yes. So thanks for hanging out. If not eating that, yeah. Yeah, that's my problem as well, Andrew. Yeah, I can't stop eating as well. That's why I'm this size. Well, if you didn't sleep in, Peter, sleeping during the day, that's shocking. I don't know. That's a sign. That's a sign of being old, I'm sure. But no. What was I going to say? Yes, if you're not part of the Patreon and want to see the video, then join the Patreon. You can join for as little as £3.50. Knew it had to be some kind of nerdy stuff. But yeah. So you can do that. There will be a blog out probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll get any work done on it today or the rest of tonight. But I will endeavour to get that out sometime tomorrow. It might be later on because I am going to be out in the afternoon. So we will see how quickly I get that done. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I think Andrew should be hosing himself down outside. That's what he should be doing. But yeah, is there anything else I need to mention? Don't think so. Yes, just continuing to work in the background. If I will probably be streaming at some stage on TikTok because I'll need to boost my hours. So I'll probably try a gaming stream on that in the coming days. Maybe it's Thursday afternoon. The weeks are short these days. They're flying by. Right. Thank you all very, very much. I'm going to quit rambling and I will let you all go. Thank you again for hanging out with me, and we will see you next week on YouTube and Twitch anyway. So until then, keep it hard. See yous. I bet there's no music on TikTok either. But on the exit. No, there isn't. Knew it.